We got 17 people going.
All right. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 4 already. Wow. So thank you, everybody, for watching and everybody that's been giving us feedback and questions and all that. We are very, very excited this week to have our friend Ruperto right here. And this is our first face-to-face we do, actually. So we got Nelson, we got Tony behind the camera. We're going to switch on and off. Real quick, before we get started, we got some announcements. So it's going to be Sunday, February 23rd. That's the Anytime Runner's 2nd anniversary run. We're going to have it at the top of the Reseda at the Marvin Broad Gateway Park. So we're going to post the information on the page tomorrow, I believe. 2nd year anniversary run, and we're going to have a little something. As you guys know, you guys been asking, and we finally were able to get it done. So here are the hats. We have a black one too, so we'll let Tony talk about the hats a little bit, but finally, we promised you, and here they are. So they're here. And that's pretty much the announcements we have for now. So without further ado, we have our special guest right here, Ruperto Romero. Thank you, Ruperto, for joining us. Multiple AC 100 finisher. Not only that, he's won the race twice, and also many other races. This guy is amazing. Local legend around here.
Definitely legend.
He's podium over 30 times in all the races, and he's won every distance possible. He's going to tell us about one that he's still chasing, but I mean, amazing job. So without further ado, we have our friend Ruperto Romero right here, and you guys sent some questions and everything. So thank you, Ruperto, for doing this, for giving us time of your day, and for welcoming us in your place. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you guys for giving me this opportunity, because I am learning to talk to people and camera. I'm good to talk with like face to face, but when it's like CD or internet, it's different. But I'll learn too. I'll do my best.
Hey, no worries. We're learning too. That's how we're like, you know what? Let's just get together. It'll be more fun, and more
this is your house here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So as you guys can see, we're surrounded by a little bit. This is a little bit. This is not a lot. This is a little bit of all the achievements and all the stuff that this guy has been collecting and able to achieve. I mean, it's amazing. It goes to show you know what? If you dream and you really want to go for it, look, this is the proof right here. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in, and so what is your favorite distance, Ruperto Romero, to race, and why?
I'll be honest, I don't really like to say one distance, because I enjoy running a marathon, running a 50K. I enjoy running, I would say 50 mile.
Okay.
A 50 miler for me is something that you finish and you go and eat and drink a beer or wherever, and the day is still...
You still have time that day, yeah.
But 100 miles is different, 100K is different, 50K is too short, so you finish too fast and everybody is running.
Too short for you. By the time I finish, you already did it twice.
But I'll say my favorite distance is the 50 mile.
50 miles. Okay. Nice.
But I enjoy every distance. I enjoy even running a 5K, a 10K. So I enjoy running.
Nice. That's probably
But the question is, when you ask me, my favorite one is 50 miles.
50 miles. Okay. So which race of all the races you've done, which one will you say that's been your best race? That you can say, okay, that one race, that one was, I'll never forget that one.
I've done, I don't know, I have memories from my first 100 miler. Probably I would say in 2006 when I ran the Angeles Crest 100 for the first time. My first 100. I still have memories of that race. I got 7th place overall, my first 100. I finished in 22 hours.
Wow.
So I would say that's one of my favorite ones because I still remember when I finished and I asked myself, I'm done? They tell me, you're done. This is the finish line, that's it, you're done.
Wow.
And they say, well, I thought it was going to be more difficult. And it's the truth. I prepared mentally so good for that race because they told me that running 100 miles, it was going to be like, people said that you hallucinate, you go crazy, but somehow that never happened to me.
Wow.
So I finished good and good time, and I finished strong, and I still had a little bit more juice in my tank.
Nice. So that has never happened to you, or only in that one race it didn't happen? Like to have like hallucinations or low spots or stuff like that.
I have a lot of low spots, but hallucinating, never.
What about you, Nelson?
I hallucinated my first 100. I hallucinated towards the end. It was probably like mile 92. Era de noche. Y como a mí me gusta comer mazapán, miraba las rosas de mazapán en la noche. Salían los dulces ahí. Y yo le hacía así por jugar, porque yo sabía que mi mente estaba jugando conmigo. Le hacía así yo tratando de agarrar el mazapán. Y no era. Y después miraba que era una persona, pero era mi shadow. Pero no me daba por convencido que era un shadow. Miraba, corría rápido y miraba el shadow y seguía el shadow y lo podía ver como si estuviera lejos, no sé. Pero esas eran las únicas 2 veces que lo halluciné.
Algo similar pasó conmigo. Ponen unos gloves que se llaman, amarrados en los árboles. Ahora estamos hablando español. Bueno.
Sí. No, pues se veía cómodo, como que era.
Como que yo miraba que yo iba para acá y yo miraba esa cosa alumbrando allá. Estaba confundido un poco, tal vez eso es alucinar, pero para mí algo así me llegó un poco así los primeros años corriendo en la noche, corriendo antes.
Okay, so that was the best race track because you remember. What about the worst race that you can think of? One that you had to like push and like grind, and you're like, I don't know if this is gonna happen today, but you know what? Let me push. One that you really had to fight for, like you really like had to give it your best to finish, and and just get the most that day.
Well, let's go back to English. I'll say 2015 running Angeles Crest 100. I went to the race injured, not training enough. You had to put lots of miles. To me, to feel okay to do 100 miles, I had to put 80, 85 miles a week. At least. Maybe 95. But that year I didn't have the time and I was a little bit injured or a lot. I had a problem with my hip. So I got into that race trying to defend my title because I won in the previous year.
Okay.
But I did not say nothing. I was just, I got injured and I couldn't figure out how to get better. So I went like that. And by mile 40, I was struggling a lot, and I was falling. I was like in 5th place, and then suddenly I was in 11th place, and I was not feeling good. That was probably my worst 100 miles. 2015, trying to defend my title.
You had a
Yeah.
wild push. Wow.
Was it defeating you mentally and physically?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, because you can be not doing good physically, but when you are not good mentally, that's when you know that you're gonna have a bad day. And that happened to me in 2015. I was not focusing. I didn't have motivation because I was struggling a lot, but somehow with help of my family, my team, and seeing all the people there, I got some energy, and then I finished 5th. I ended up catching some runners at the end, and I finished in 5th place.
Nice.
And to talk about and to have that conversation about being injured going into the race, I had one of the guests, not a guest, but someone sent a message saying, how do you recover from an injury, and how do you know that you're ready to step into a race if you're injured?
That one was from Instagram.
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah, from Instagram.
Okay, I'll remember all my injuries and how I deal with that, but every runner, every person is different. But I have to slow down in my training to get better, but I never stop running. I only have few injuries, but I do suffer some injuries, especially when you want to combine long runs with speed workouts, heel repeats. So what I do, I slow down, I take 3 days rest. I start doing lots of stretching because that's how they recommend me do a lot of. They recommend even doing yoga to have your body very flexible.
Yeah.
But I never do that. I don't have time. But when I get injured, then I started doing some stretching.
Applying.
Yeah, or I do some biking.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I jump into my bike and I go to work in my bike and come back at least 5 miles a day, and that has helped me recover faster.
Just so you keep moving.
Yeah.
Just keep moving. Nice. Actually, that brings another question. We have from Louis from Instagram also. Light Cipher Louis. He asked, "Do you ever get massages? And if you do, do you have a place that you like or a person that you go to that you trust? Do you get massages? Is that part of your training or recovery, or do you get massages at all? Or?
I done a lot. I went with sobadores, I went with a lot of people, but I only trust 2 people for my body. And she's one of the ultra runners that I know, but she's always busy. Her name is Marisol. She has her place in Lake in Altadena.
Okay.
And then here, near my house, I have another lady in Southgate. Her name is Lupe. And she always helps me. I do get massages.
So you get them
before
during training?
I kind of want to get one before a big race.
Okay.
I missed this week because I have a race Saturday.
Yeah.
But
so you get it a week before the race?
4 days before.
4 days, okay.
4 days before a big race, I like to, because that's when I have more time because I'm tapering. Yeah, and then I go get a massage and it feels good and it helps me. And I do recommend getting massage, and it's not only for your legs or lower body, it's also good for
the
upper section of your body. We all need to get that. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I've been doing more the last year, and I think it's helped overall just to stay balanced. Balanced more than anything, because like I think it's helped me like on the technical, parts and the downhills, just to kind of feel more balanced. So I'm just now starting to feel a little bit comfortable going on the downhill. So, but I think that's part of it. Just kind of feeling balanced overall, not just that. Let's see. Do you have another question that you got?
Yeah, there's one more question that I got. They wanted to know.
And guys, if you have any other questions that you can think of right now, go ahead and shoot them. Tony's behind the camera. We're gonna switch in a couple minutes just so that he can get some action too. So any other questions that you can think of, please.
Yeah, please send them over. This one's from Santiago. He says, hi.
Where is he from?
From Colombia.
Desde Colombia, te mando la pregunta a Santiago.
Santiago, Colombia.
Quiere decir que va a ser su primer 50K y qué le recomienda a usted, qué clase de snacks puede llevar, en tal vez de los gels. Dice que ya está harto de los gels.
Bueno, creo que como es para Colombia, lo vamos a decir en español.
Sí, exacto.
Pues el consejo que yo le puedo dar a él y a otras personas es que como practiques entrenando, en tus entrenamientos tienes que practicar a comer corriendo. Todo lo que practiques en tus entrenamientos tienes que ir comiendo, tienes que llevar algo para ir comiendo para que tu cuerpo aprenda a correr y comer a la vez, porque ese es el problema más grande de todos los ultramaratonistas o corredores de largas distancias, que como van tan forzados, escuchándose tanto, que cuando quieren comer la comida, el estómago no recibe la comida porque va el estómago trabajando muy duro y todos los órganos para poder ir y llevarte al paso que quieres ir, porque lo quieres ir lo más rápido que se pueda. Entonces ahí no hay tiempo para el estómago para comer. Entonces en los entrenamientos tenemos que practicar a comer y a beber durante el entrenamiento. Y sí, los gels no son muy buenos, pero te dan muchas cosas que vas perdiendo.
Como el azúcar,
el electrolito, el sodio, todo lo que va perdiendo tu cuerpo te lo dan los gels. Yo recomiendo comer gels, yo lo hago. Yo uso muchos gels, hard gels.
Okay, alright, so there you have it, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna switch to Tony real quick. So, okay, so we have one more question from me. Actually, I have two, but this one's from Mikey. So from our friend Mikey, Mikey505. And then
Mikey,
thank you for submitting your question, buddy. Okay, so the question is, what changes have you seen in ultra running and trail running from when you started doing ultra races to now? Like, what's the difference? When you started doing, let's say, your first 100 miles. And then now, what's the big difference you see? Like the people, the community, the races, like.
Well, I'm gonna.
Like, do you think it's more organized now, or was it
I'm
more
gonna
fun
talk about
before, better? Yeah,
that's my race. That's my house. That's where I do that. So
shout out to AC 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. It's very, very. It's something so beautiful to see all the people. They're even encouraging people not to go see the runners. But we, like Jorge Pacheco, Dominic Grossman, all those guys, they started when I started, like 10 years ago. Back then, 10, 12 years ago, it was only probably 5 cars in every station. Now you have 100 cars. They don't even want to have more people because there's no room for people. So trail running, ultra running, and 100-miler, 50-miler, it's growing. Now you have young runners that they don't want to run marathons. They just want to do trail running. They want to do 100 miles. They want to win AC. They want to win Western States because, and I think it's also good that we have technology because that creates like more. The opens.
Yeah, just more tools for everybody to be able to.
And everybody can like right now, a lot of people are watching us, hearing us talk. So maybe we can give a good advice to one or two people, and if they use it and they help them, and then they will,
And that's.
But the question was, what I see a lot of changes, good changes. It's way more organized, more people, technology is helping, communicate, post. Oh, Roberto's in third place, he's not gonna win. He's not doing good.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. And like mile 60, so like, okay, I can slow down, and then all of a sudden, here comes Ruperto. Bye, Felicia. See you later.
Taking another one home.
No, but that was
He's
just
calling me, hey, give me some tacos on the finish. I'll be there in 2 hours.
It's way better now than when I started. When I started, it was lonely. There was almost nobody in the mountains. Now they don't want us to go watch the race because it's a lot of
people.
Yeah, it's because it's safety.
Yeah.
I don't blame the race director. I think they know that if an emergency, how they're gonna pull all those people out of the mountain. It's just for a safety reason. It's not because they don't want people.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I think I am part of that. I mean, you can see it's growing. It's more prevalent. A lot of people hope somebody can do what I did.
Oh, that's the dream right there. This is the dream right here. This is the dream right here. Okay, so real quick. Okay, so I have the other question I have before we switch with Tony is kind of going back to the question from the Colombian guy was a little similar. So somebody that's new in the sport, somebody that's new to running, not just trail but maybe road, and they want to like step to the next distance. Like let's say somebody that's done a 50K and then they want to go to 50 miles or maybe 50 miles and then to 100 miles, and they're a little scared, what is your advice? What do you think is the best thing that you will say to somebody? Hey, you know what, I just did my 50K last month, in January, and then now I'm thinking I want to do a 50 mile, maybe in April or summertime. What do you think?
Whew. Okay, let me try my best. I'll say to that new runner that he did or she did her or his 50K, if he or she finished close to the cutoff time, I'll say she or he needs to work harder before jumping into 50 miler. Do another 3 or 4 50K until she or he feels comfortable with that distance. And if they get better in that distance, I'll say when you get bored to that distance, then you jump to the 50 miler. Find a 50 miler that is not too hard, so you can feel good finishing maybe not way back, but at least in the middle. So then that will give you a lot of confidence to keep going. So that's.
Stay, guys. I'll read your questions off before we switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, you got more questions?
So is that a good answer or?
to add real quick, I really started running 2 years ago, and I agree with the saying about the distance. If you're not yet there making it at least 2 hours before cutoff time, and you're really making it tight, just wait until you improve, or keep practicing until you become more mentally prepared for it. Because I feel like trail running, ultra running, long distance is more mental than anything else. And that's how I was able to jump from 100K to 100 miles, just telling myself that I could do it, and that's how I did it.
I think also if you finish maybe, for example, if you finish a 50K and you feel like, oh, I could have done more. Like you finish a 50K and you're like, yeah, exactly. Oh, I feel fresh. Oh, if somebody came and told you at the finish, like, oh, you still got to do 10 more miles, and you're like, okay. Or if you're like, oh my God, no, I can't go anymore, then maybe it's not time to step up. But if you're like, oh, okay, all right, let me get some water, let me get some food, a couple of chips, and let's go. All right, then I think that's a good gauge to see, okay, all right, maybe I can try the next one. Just train a little more and maybe spend longer miles, like training more time, repeat. That's what I would say. We'll have any other questions over there, Tony?
So the first question
from
Mr. Yosef, who I believe
Yosef.
is going to
What's
be
up,
at Sean O'Brien 100K this Saturday. We'll see you out there.
Yeah.
He says, Ruperto, I've noticed that you train and race in road shoes on the trails. The question kind of cut off, but I think he's trying to get at why do you do that? And if you like road shoes more than trail shoes.
He was just telling us that. Right?
Yeah, conversation.
So go ahead, tell the same thing.
So I try lots of trail shoes, and I try Brooks, I try Focus, I try different trail shoes, but believe me, even people are giving shoes to try, but I try them and I run because I run kind of fast in the downhill, and the switchbacks I don't feel comfortable with. It's weird, but I don't feel comfortable in the switchbacks going downhill with trail shoes, and I feel more comfortable, more secure, with more balance with road shoes, and I always compete and train with
the
road shoes. But that's just me. That's how I learned to run.
So again, the same thing. You do training, you do the running.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
grind that way and everything. But you know what? It's because you don't run that hill, you fly that. I've seen this guy go down hill like that. He flies that hill, so that's why.
But we need to tell the new runners or people that they want to improve is, and I learned this from another runner, that he said that when you are good in the downhill, you have like a gift, but you can get better by like training. You have to train your body to go, but you have to feel safe. It's the balance. You need to feel safe going downhill fast, and also you have to train. It takes years.
Yeah.
It's gonna take years for a new runner to get to the top of their game. It will take 5 years. I'll say it will take 5 years for any runner to feel like, okay, I'm in my peak of my career or whatever.
I'm taking this advice.
Me too. That's why I said it. I'm just now starting to barely feel a little comfortable going downhill.
All right, so the next question that we have from Juliet, it says, how do you mentally prepare yourself for a endurance run for an ultra?
I use lots of motivation. I use my mom's endurance, my dad, I already lost my mom and my dad and 2 brothers. So when I start a big race, I always kind of look into the sky and say for them, and I'm already like receiving some extra power, energy. And then when I'm not doing good, I keep them in my mind all the time, and also you have to love this. Even though you know that you're gonna suffer and you're gonna have bad times, but you love to do this. I mean, you have to love what you're doing in order to do it good. So prepare mentally. I always prepare like 5 minutes before the race. Like that's when I'm already in this transformation of okay. I start looking into the side and say, oh my God, I'm gonna win all these people. There's 300 guys here, but I always think I have what it takes to win everything. So I start preparing by the starting line, and I use, like I said, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my family, my friends, because you have to use lots of different sources of energy, inspiration, and the more important is you have to believe in yourself. You have to think, okay, I can do this. This is what I want to do. I love doing this. And this is what I'm gonna do. And that's how I prepare. And
nice.
There's power to it. When you say I could win this, that's you telling yourself already and getting yourself.
Or not only win, I said I'm not gonna stop until I cross the finish line.
There you go.
It doesn't matter what time I'm in.
Nice.
My destination is to the finish line. Okay. Before that, it's not acceptable.
Nice. So, believe and visualize.
That's right. Next question from UAG Fit from Mr. Caesar.
Caesar.
He wants to know if you do any sort of strength training.
Like different than running and
like exercises,
If you lift weights, go to the gym,
or squats or moves like that, and any strength.
I think a lot of people ask me that question in the past, like when I'm running with people, and because I don't know, maybe a lot of runners do that, but I don't go to the gym, I don't lift weights. My work probably give me that. Part of that is that I work in a dealership, lifting tires, wheels, and that's what I do. I never lift weights or nothing, but
I work lifting heavy stuff, taking stuff
big wheels, like
So
we deal with, now we have the X7s that have like 22.
22.
Jesus.
So that alone, so not necessarily at the gym, but you're still moving around, lifting up, and you're on your feet.
But no, I don't go to the gym. I don't do gym.
Not at the gym, but at work and all day you're still lifting stuff and moving and this and that. So you're not like sitting down like we are right now for 8 hours. That's probably for people that have that type of job. It's probably better if they go maybe after work or something. But people that have a job that are all day moving and this and that, then
like construction.
So you're already doing the strength right there. Nice.
Next question from Edgar Valles.
Edgar.
He says, Ruperto, what does your weekly food intake look like when you're running 100 miles a week?
That's a good one. I was curious for that too.
That's one of my first questions. What is your normal eating when you're training?
Oh my God, her story. Okay, I'll say my normal day, like work day, run day, like I'll say Wednesday. I get up at 6:20, go shower, make myself coffee. I eat a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, or honey with peanut butter, with my coffee, go to work. By 10 o'clock, sometimes I take another sandwich, same thing, honey or both of peanut butter, but it's like that almost every day. And then I drink protein like around 10. And then like by lunchtime, by 12 or 1 o'clock, like my first having, I eat a lot of chicken, lots of chicken, fish. I like soups. Like we call caldo de res or caldo de pollo, like beef soup.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Protein,
vegetables, lots of tortillas.
Yeah, so got your carbs.
And then I come out of work at 5, go run hour and a half, come back home, eat a little bit more. I like to eat lots of avocado.
Nice. Some fats too. Some good fats.
Good fat.
With more tortillas.
Yeah.
More
Nice. So it's balance. It's balance all
And
around.
sometimes a corona familiar.
So it's not.
I have the beer though.
Yeah, I got carbs too.
Yeah.
So it's balanced all around. So you got protein, you got a little bit of sugar, you got carbs, and you got fats. Like with
Yeah.
avocado, like that's good. That's really good. Very balanced all around.
Then the chicken soup has meat, so it has vegetables, and it's everything there. But I don't cook. I had to go and buy it with
You just eat. There you go. That's what I do. I just eat. Tony cooks. He's the one that likes to cook a lot. I just eat.
So next question
All right. What else we got?
from Esther Park,
Esther Park.
who I believe will also be at Sean O'Brien this weekend.
Is she doing the 50 or 100?
I think she's
50.
yeah, I think she's doing 50. So best of luck to you, Esther. She asked, Ruperto, do you usually train solo or with a training partner or group?
That's a good question.
Well, I know one group that you run with.
I run with my friends. They've always been there for me. Gaito, Jaime Ortiz, and new runners, and lots of people. But sometimes I have to do my own training runs alone. I take my iPhone, I put music, and I go for hours. And sometimes, but most of the times, I train with other runners, other people.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
So make sure as well, not just one or the other. So a little bit of both.
Yeah, I
Mix
like.
it up.
Mixing it up, huh?
It gets boring running alone all the time.
Yeah.
So I like to have fun and joke around and
And just have fun.
talk to people.
Yeah,
When
just
you
have fun.
run, okay, I said to a lot of people, a lot of runners, I said, because they want to ask me questions, I said, what if I will go for a training run and then we talk, and meanwhile we're training, we're talking.
Yeah.
And we are learning about each other, and if you don't know the person, you're never gonna know how it is, because you can hear probably, oh, that guy, maybe this, that, but if you don't know them, or that girl, but if you don't know them, you need to know the person, the real person.
Part of the community.
Yeah.
Just interact.
That's why
But it's good
I-
because sometimes you also have like during a race, especially for you, because you're up front. So you have a long stretch and you don't see anybody. So it's good also the way you train also like just by yourself, because you're gonna be alone for a while during the race, you know. But also you mix it up, training with people and enjoying the company, having fun, not just like go, but also interacting with others. That's good. That's good. Just balance, man. Balance.
You have to learn sometimes to do everything alone, because when you're competing, you're practically you're alone.
It's just like focus.
And that's what you're saying is true. Last year I signed up for a 10K, and that's not my distance. It was by the beach. It was totally. I don't enjoy running in the road, and I had to go like in front because I wanted to win. And so I was following the guy on the bike for 6 miles, and it looked like it was long time. It was long. I wanted to finish that race so bad because it was only a 10K.
Yeah.
But imagine, I was like pushing it to red line
All the way. Wow.
So it's good to learn to train and to run alone too, but I enjoy more running with people.
The company. Nice.
Next question from Alex Viga. Ruperto, what kind of stretching do you do before and after a race?
After a race, I don't do stretching. I said, I'm done. I need to rest. But before, like the days before a race, I do lots of, especially for my legs, for my lower back. I just sit on the floor and I learn to. There's lots of videos on YouTube how to stretch and how to, but most of my stretching form or whatever, Marisol told me how to do lots of stretching to prevent injuries in the ET band, lower back, knee problems. Because sometimes the knee problem is not because your knee is bad, it's because everything is so tight. And it gets so tight that you're not running straight. And then it's also good to look how you're running. You always have to look your form, how you're running.
Nice. So that is also another question that Mikey sent, that it was the best advice for running form, but he just said it right there. So always just kind of pay attention.
I use the sun when the sun is hitting in my back. Like, let's say that I'm going that way and the sun is behind me, I look at my shadow. You have to be in a good form and also have like a good balance. Even if you're running in a straight, you have to have balance all the time. Like, check how you're running, and also if you think another runner runs very smooth and very nice, try to copy, because probably that's a good form.
To pay attention.
I learned from other runners too. I never run until I was 40.
Wow. Let's see, are you keeping an eye on the time?
Yeah, we have roughly 15 minutes left before we time out.
Do you have another question right there? Or
Yeah.
I have a couple other ones, but
We'll do, how about 2 more? And then anyone who didn't have their question answered, we'll try to get you an answer via DM or something.
Okay,
So first one from Jesse Luna.
all right, Jesse from Santa Paula.
What is a bucket list race that you want to compete in? So a race that you really, really want to compete in.
And do well.
Bucket list.
I already had San Diego on June 5th.
Nice. San Diego is coming for you. Get ready. Get ready.
I never raced there, and I'm going there. If my mom and God let me be healthy, I'll be there June 5th.
All right.
San Diego. Nice. That was my first 100.
you need any advice, it's right here.
You can do this and get over
Yeah, that was my first race. That was my first race. This guy was my patient right here.
Next one from Jay. Ruperto, during your training cycle, what do you do on a rest day to be able to disconnect from running and I guess let yourself truly rest?
So rest day, what do you do on rest day when you're training?
I just clock out of work, drive home, get a beer, and watch TV.
Nice.
And that's it.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Well, I
right.
have other hobbies, but I like to go shooting. I used to race cars. I used to do dirt bikes, but all that is almost not. I don't do that anymore because my running requires a lot of attention, a lot of time, dedication, time, money, and you have to. This sport is very jealous. I mean, you want to do good, you have to do it right. I mean, you have to. You cannot just joke around like, oh, I'm gonna do 100 miles, or I'm gonna go in 100 miles, and don't put the training and the effort. And I always respect every race that I go because it's for my own respect and for their respect. And respect other people that they're there. I don't get to a race and just go to joke around or take it like I take everything very serious.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, because sometimes maybe somebody else wanted to get in the race and they didn't get a chance for some reason. So yeah, that's important too. That's important to take it serious. You know, if you're gonna sign up for this race, okay, take it serious. Do your training. Do your best that day. You know, prepare. You know, take the time to prepare. Not just sign up and oh yeah, I will do it. Because not everybody has the same opportunity, right? Some people might be in there. Some people just can't even go out and run. Or somebody might want to sign up for a race, but it's full or something. So it's very important when you say it, like, you're gonna do it, like, take it serious, like, put some effort into it, energy, everything that takes,
Yeah, if you're not sure that you're gonna be able to do it, don't sign up for the race. Or with time, when you think that you're not gonna do it, just send an email to the race director. Say, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's not because of the money. We spend a lot of money on other things. That gives maybe opportunity to another runner.
A lot of races have a waiting list. If you're not gonna be able to go and do the training and all that, just let them know. Yeah, like you're saying. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, do we have any other one, or I have one more right here?
I will ask you a question. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Jerry Garcia who wants to ask you a question.
All right, so this one's coming from...
So this one is coming directly from me, and then I'll read Jerry's question. So let's say that it was your first time running Angeles Crest 100.
Well, that comes from me too.
And let's say that you had someone next to you who has run it 11 times and won twice. What's the best advice that you would give them as far as the hardest section to train for, and maybe the section that you can kind of train a little less for, if you had to focus all your energy on one section that you know is going to beat you up?
I'll say to you, Tony, and to a lot of other runners that are going to do it for the first time, focus more in the late miles, starting from mile 25. The first 25, you know you're gonna be fresh. At least you're gonna do good in 25 miles. Even if you go fast, you're gonna still do good in 25 miles. I know that it's a lot of altitude, but you're still gonna do good there, and it's early in the morning. So focus more from mile 25 to 100, and also train in the night. If you think you're gonna spend 40 miles in the night or do the last 40 miles when it's dark, train there in the night. Go do some training, get some guys, runners, get me, I go with you.
Alright.
I run with you, and also where it's gonna be hot. Before Redbox, from Chilao to Redbox to Chantry Flat, you have to be aware of the heat. It gets very hot and it's very technical. You have to do it 3 times at least. You have to go in those sections 3 times. You have to memorize too. The turns, the hills, the downhill, the uphill, the rocks. You can get lost even by the rocks before Chilao.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people getting disoriented there when it's very sunny. You have to do some training runs. If you live in here, there's no excuses not to go and train there.
Yeah.
And that's my bucket.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wrote it down because I don't want to forget.
And you can ask me again.
All right. Thank you.
Alright, so we have 7 minutes left, but I know Jerry really wanted to ask you this question.
Hey, I'm Jerry.
Um,
So I know, Jerry. If we time out, please wait for us to go back because I don't want the answer to go short just because we're going to time out. So if we time out, Tony's going to let us know. We're going to start it back up for a few minutes just so we can finish because it's not every day that we get to hang out with this guy right here. So, all right. So what's the question, Tony?
Actually, now that I read it, it's not really a question. It's actually just a very nice note for you. He says, Ruperto, buenas noches. You've always been a huge positive influence on me and others. I always remember you being very positive and always encouraging me. And I thank you and give you all of my respect.
All right.
Jerry. That was Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yes.
Let me just scroll here because I saw one that was very good.
See, that's what's good about the community, you know, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this, that we started doing this, to share the information, you know, because sometimes we're a little scared or a little hesitant to ask questions, you know, like, you know, sometimes we're like,
we're not good to be talking to.
Yeah, but you know,
But we have
that's
to
why
try.
we
It's
started
like running.
doing this.
We
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
learn. We have to.
Yeah.
We have 5 years to get better.
There you go. And
Now you're winning.
and someday, you know, hopefully.
One day,
How we can
But yeah, that's
you
why
have to
we're
think
doing
like
this. Exactly.
the
Yeah.
level of respect is really awesome between, especially like elites. Like Jerry's fast, he's fast, and for them to just be like, hey, I appreciate you, you inspire me because of you, I'm doing better or whatever it is.
That's awesome. Yeah,
It's like the street.
He's gonna be there in Shanghai. Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna do good.
Throw down.
So one more that was very good that I don't want to miss. From Dr. Skyrunner from Pedro, who's also going to be a Sean O'Brien 100K. He says, do you run 100 miles solo or with a pacer? Which one do you prefer?
I never done 100 miles solo. I always have my family, my pacers. I like to have my own coconut water, my avocados, my tuna sandwiches, my daughter, my son talking to me when I'm not doing good. So I think my family and my friends are the reason why I did what I did. And what I'm doing is, I think is to me, solo will be very different and boring. I don't want to do a solo 100 mile.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good to have. Good to have the crew, the family, everything.
And also you earn what you need. You have to have their option. I even carry beans, like just cook with lots of juice, like or soup or whatever.
Whatever you
we
feel
take
like
extra stuff just in case.
Yeah.
Like and then doing a solo race probably would be. I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it.
Nice. All right, so yeah, we're still on. So we got about probably 3 to 4 minutes. Again, guys, if we do cut off for some reason, please join us again. We'll start it right back up, just because again, it's not every day that we have the opportunity to hang out with this guy. Okay, do you have anything? I just got another question, but do you have anything else you want to throw in? Okay, so Ruperto, another question from Jaime Reyes. Okay, it says, how was the trail running around Jalpa, Zacatecas? How was it?
It's Jalpa, Zacatecas. Jaime is the most beautiful place in the world.
Nice.
I enjoy 1 week over there. The mountains are beautiful. It's so relaxing. I'll tell you this, there is not a lot of trails, but there's a lot of fire roads, lots of mountains, lots of terrain to run, lots of nice people. The food there is incredible. It's my hometown.
There you go. Nice. Okay, so we have a minute left. So, anything you guys want to close it with?
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll just very quickly make an announcement. So a lot of people have been asking for Anytime Runners hats. This is the first one that we just took out of the box. Our friend Bismael was nice enough to get these printed for us. These are going to actually go up for sale on Eventbrite when you register for our anniversary in about 3 weeks.
It's going to be lit.
Registration for our anniversary is going to open on Sunday at 12 p.m. By that point, a lot of you who have run Sean O'Brien will have had enough sleep. You can wake up and register, and you will have the option to purchase a hat right then and there if you want to. The run is 100% free. We're going to have a lot of people from the community show up.
Yeah,
and
15 seconds.
Apart from that, we all just want to say thank you. We want to
Thank you, Ruperto. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
See you next